Hello and welcome to the regular business meeting of the District of Squamish. Today's Tuesday, January 17th. Welcome to the Squamish Nation Traditional Territory. Can I have someone move adoption of the agenda, please? Moved by Councillor French, seconded by Councillor Hamilton. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. We have no delegations, petitions, or proclamations today. Any consideration of unscheduled public attendance? Seeing none, moving on. We have no public hearings, and we don't have any scheduled / timed items. So moving on to the consent agenda. Would anyone like to pull anything in the consent agenda before we consider moving? Okay, are you moving? So Councillor Stoner moved the consent agenda. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Anderson. Perfect. All those in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. So we're on to section 9, bylaws, and 9A1. Oh, 8. Let's see. That was sorry. So we had nothing under item 8. Item 9, we're on to item 9A1, which is adoption. District of Squamish Building Bylaw, number 18/2022, 2004, Amendment Bylaw on Construction Values, number 2937, 2022. I don't think we have, we don't need any, generally have presentations when we're at the adoption phase, but if there are any questions or any clarifications before we move on, then staff may be able to do that, but I'll consider, someone like to move adoption? Councillor Stoner and Councillor French, would you like to speak to it anyway? Okay, seeing no comments, all those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we go to, for adoption, is the District of Squamish Housing Agreement for Centennial Way Phase 1, the non-market rental, which is bylaw number 2945, 2022. Could I have someone move? Moved by Councillor French, seconded by Councillor Stoner. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up is the District of Squamish Housing Agreement for Centennial Way Phase 1 market rental, bylaw number 2946, 2022. Could I have someone move? Moved by Councillor Hamilton, second by Councillor Anderson. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up for adoption is the District of Squamish Municipal Airport Don Patrick Field Regulations Bylaw number 2953, 2023. Do I have a mover? Moved by Councillor Hamilton, second by Councillor French. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. It's helpful if people raise their hands at the appropriate time and I don't go fishing for it, but we're getting there. Next up is the District of Squamish Fees and Charges Bylaw, number 2012, 2007, Amendment, Airport Bylaw number 2952, 2023. Could I have someone move? Councillor Stoner and Councillor Greenlaw. All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you. And moving on, we've got the District of Squamish Bylaw Notice Enforcement Bylaw number 2914, 2015, Amendment Bylaw number 2949, 2023. Could I have a mover, please? Councillor Anderson and Councillor Greenlaw. All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you. And our final adoption this evening is the District of Squamish Municipal Ticket Information Bylaw number 1832, 2004, Amendment, Bylaw 2950, 2023. Could I have someone move? I've got Councillor Pettingill and Councillor French. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. So we have no staff reports, We have no late agenda items. Nothing under correspondence, action requested, or correspondence referred from the consent agenda. And moving through these committees and reports. Go down to, I guess, number 17 is notice of motion. Council, any notice of motion? Seeing none. And we have no council staff and camera announcements. We had nothing under unscheduled public attendance. So we go to open question period for clarification related to agenda items. Does anyone in the audience have any questions for us this evening? I feel like there's a note to be passed to me. No, it's for you. Okay, for now. All right. So there's nothing on the open question period, and then council or staff announcements. Councillor French.
Thanks, Mayor Herford. The Squamish Arts hosted an arts infrastructure planning evening workshop on Thursday, January the 5th. Mayor, you were in attendance at the event, along with councillors Anderson, Stoner, and Pettingill. So council was very well represented that night. And it was well attended by arts enthusiasts as well. There's some great discussion about the future of arts in our community, and I think that Squamish Arts is on track to move boldly into the future with what I think is going to be a solid plan. It's off to a great start. And I also wanted to note that the Rotary Club invited members of council to the group's weekly luncheon on Thursday, January 12th. Again, Mayor Herford was there with councillors Anderson, Greenlaw, and myself. It was a great meeting to attend because a few community groups were granted thousands of dollars. Medicare got money, or Medicar rather, got money to continue driving Squamish residents to medical appointments in both Vancouver and Whistler. Under One Roof was granted money, and the Squamish Senior Center Society received a grant to fund the replacement of natural grass at the lawn bowling facility with artificial turf. So a pretty significant amount of money was doled out, and I didn't make a note of the exact amounts, but it was north of $40,000. Anyway, a lot of money, and lunch was good too. I got fined. I had to pay money. Anyway, thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Any other updates around the table before I? No. Okay. Oh, go ahead, Councillor Stoner.
Yeah, just briefly, it's nice to see folks in the gallery. Thanks for joining us this evening. It's a fairly administrative meeting that we have this evening. We've been in strategic planning all day, so we have an agenda mostly to move some business, some timely business forward. But thank you for joining us. I just want to acknowledge you all being here.
Thank you for that. Councillor French touched on some events that I was able to attend along with, and Councillor French was at those. So I'm going to focus my comments on what happened over the weekend. And over the weekend, we saw we did see a failure with a lift station. And what I really want to highlight is the community's response to that challenge that we were experiencing. We had exceptional work from our staff to not only communicate out what was happening, but what actions we required from the community to mitigate the impact of that to the environment, as well as our public works team that was tasked with sort of getting us back operational. And the response from the community to those asks were great to see. And it wasn't just, for some people that was simply, delaying something that required some putting off doing some laundry, which is maybe an easy enough thing to do. And for other members of the community, it involved them stepping up and offering their equipment as contractors, or their time, or even bringing treats to our crews that are working throughout the night to ensure that we were back operational. So we did have some, there's many aspects of this that, that were, that we worked really hard to avoid, namely the, having to spill into the estuary, but it was the actions of the entire community, not just our staff, that got it, that were able to limit how long that was happening for and get us back and running. And I think this really goes to coming together in a time of need and recognizing what we can do individually to help the overall. So I was very happy to see that that's the response that we had from our community, and that we're back and running now. And I think it speaks to how ready and how adaptable our staff can be as curveballs get thrown at us. So I'm very appreciative of that, and thank you to everyone involved in getting us back online. And with that, we're going to entertain a motion to close. And the staff recommendation is that the meeting be closed to public in consideration of pursuant to Section 90 of the Community Charter, subsection 1G, which allows us to close for reasons of litigation, potential litigation, or personnel matters affecting the municipality. So with that, could I have a motion to close, please? Councillor Stoner and Councillor Pettingill, all in favor? Motion carries, and we'll recess for 15 or so to allow the room to close down, and then we'll come back and rejoin in the close. Thank you so much, everybody.